I have been to the deep-root depths of Lindell, to the mountaintops of the giants, and it was all so infuriating and frustrating. But when it comes to Souls-like games, it's something I expect to experience. The developers over at FromSoft obviously made something very special in regards to Elden Ring, which is why we received DLC in Shadow of the Erdtree, and we're getting some sort of weird Fortnite-inspired multiplayer co-op game in Nightreign. Now, I love that they're still not done with this game's influence. It's still going on to this day, but I gotta say, the brutality of Elden Ring and Shadow of the Erdtree, well, it doesn't necessarily really have me too excited to return to the lands between. Now, don't get me wrong, all right? I'll be hopping into Nightreign day one just because I'm a bit of a glutton for punishment. But based on my experience with the base game and its DLC, I'm a bit apprehensive to do so immediately. But I'll tell you why. Number one, time. Time is of the utmost value to me as a gamer, and one enemy in Elden Ring would take me over an hour to beat. And by the time I break out of my locked-in stasis pod of a gaming setup, I've sunken in over 8 hours. Then I look outside, the sun's setting in the sky, and the moons are rising. It had me howling, but that's what is the allure and the attraction to games like Elden Ring. I will never, ever get used to it. Secondly, replayability. While Elden Ring is in fact an open world game, there's nary a time I'd find myself wanting to return to a certain portion of the map. Maybe to retrieve an item I might have overlooked, but for me, after I've been somewhere on that massive map, I don't know, I rarely see another place on it that I'd want to revisit. There are, in fact, bosses I wish I could solo with my current stats just because of how challenging and somewhat fun it was, but unless I create a new character or help someone else through a summon sign, it ain't happening, Chief. One thing, which was my fault, that really got me in trouble in Elden Ring is the ability to go anywhere on the map at any time. The open world is massive, and I can take on the bosses how I see fit, whenever I see fit. Most times, I found myself just running past certain enemies until I got to one of the main big bad bosses so I could get some of those sweet, sweet runes. Ooh, runes. I love the runes. Until I realized I was way underpowered and I should have, in fact, beaten up some of the baddies surrounding me along the way. So then I have to backtrack, go beat up some bad guys just so I felt I was strong enough to beat one of the bosses. I oftentimes wonder if Elden Ring, maybe it would have benefited from some sort of linear way of allowing players to travel so that gamers like myself wouldn't just turn into Miles Morales and say, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing and go our own way, which would suck in the end. Because I'm gonna tell you, sometimes you might do your own thing without increasing your stats along the way. It was quite a dumb way to play the game the first time around for me. And anyone that's playing Elden Ring like that, you're a dum-dum too. We're dumb together. Don't worry. You're in good company. But the thing is, Elden Ring was my very first Souls-like game, so I didn't know what I was getting myself into, and I was completely in over my head. But I just knew I had to keep grinding. It was the only way to actually complete this game. But I think things might be a little bit different or somewhat different when it comes to Nightreign. I can play that particular game with one of my homies, or with a couple of homies, in a somewhat smaller map based on Limgrave, where we'll be slaying enemies together as the map increasingly shrinks in size due to the damaging mist surrounding it, all leading to one big bad boss battle. The only thing is, what if I don't have any friends to play Nightreign with? There is a single-player element to that game, but given its Battle Royale-inspired game features, seems to me you're gonna want to play this one with a couple of friends to really enjoy it. I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to make some friends real quick because this game is coming out really soon. It's coming out later on this year. So, I don't know. How about you? Yes, you watching this video right now. You want to potentially squad up with me in this game when Nightreign drops? Drop your gamer tag in the comment section down below. I will squad up with you immediately. I just need some friends, really. Please. Also, share your thoughts on Elden Ring, the DLC Shadow of the Erdtree, and the upcoming co-op Nightreign in the comments. Plan on getting this one? Do you think it'll be as brutal and difficult as the 2 previous Elden Ring outings? Also, I just want to give a huge and massive sincere thank you to everyone subscribed here. There's been an outpour of support these past few weeks, and the channel is only growing. So I just want to thank you all so much. We really put a lot of work in each and every one of these videos, me and my team here. So a huge thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully we continue to rise up and defeat the bosses in Elden Ring. It's extremely difficult. But anyways, I want to thank you all so much for watching. And if you liked it, please subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. I'll be all up in there. I definitely want to play with you guys when Nightreign does drop. So until the next one, well, I'll see you in the next video, and I'll see you in the comment section. Peace.